season. You're way behind. God. David told me to start recording early, and so I did. And this is what you're getting from David recording early. David unprepared. I don't know why he wants me to... If anything, all this shows is this just points to my work ethic and how I am on time and do things when I'm supposed to. This just shows that David is behind. Hi, everybody.
See, now we got that great content before it even starts.
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
Oh,
Good to see you. Hi, David.
Nope, that's not going to work.
Why not? You good?
Hello? Okay, yeah.
Are you good?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Hi, Eric.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Nothing Really. Hi, Eric. Welcome back.
Welcome back, Eric.
Welcome back, John.
Welcome
John,
back.
if you're listening, I can see you. I can see you,
the
John.
In my headphones, the song makes it sound like it's not connected all the way. Like there's a high buzzing. It's gone now.
Oh, okay.
That's all that was.
Weird. Okay, well.
Hello, boys and girls.
Hello,
Welcome back
boys
to the
and
show.
girls.
Nothing really.
Yes. Welcome back. How are you doing, Dave?
Good. They gave me the tiniest sippy cup of all time now.
Really? What do you mean?
Like I've never gotten.
Oh, you've not ever gotten the little one?
I'm never getting it.
I've only ever gotten the big one with nitro. Usually, all the other ice drinks give you that one.
Yeah.
That have ice in them. If it
I've
has
never had
ice in it, does your drink have ice in it? That's probably why.
It's kind of nice though. It's keeping all the ice at bay.
Yeah, but it's kind of annoying because sometimes like an ice cube will get stuck in the cap, or like you'll feel the ice in the cap and then like the liquid doesn't come out.
Better than you having to block
Why
off
is
the
this
ice
so loud? Good
with your
Lord.
upper lip while drinking through your mouth. So
Yeah.
you're
Yeah,
drinking like
yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's true.
That's more annoying.
Okay, so we have some things to get to today.
Why are they switching it up though? Just pick a lane and stick in it. Stick to it.
Pick a lane and stick in it. So you're at a bowling alley. You're like, sir, we want to do. You just keep
You
switching
just
lanes.
go to everyone
Sir, we
else's
want to use
lane.
this one, and then the bowling alley's like, just pick a lane and stick in it.
Yeah, what? I'm sorry.
Sorry. Okay, so we have some things to get to. First off,
Why are you in a rush?
I have to go. I have things to do. I'm a busy boy now.
Goodness.
Okay, so first off, let's talk about the Mandalorian, because the Mandalorian. Let's just get that out of the way. Should we do that?
Sure.
Okay, Mandalorian. Let's get it out of the way. Skip to here if you don't want to hear about the Mandalorian.
Boink.
If you're listening to this, you should have realized that I just did a visual thing for the people that are watching us on YouTube, which you should be. Go subscribe to us on YouTube. Bang. Nailed that. Okay, so
Ding.
Mandalorian just got really good today.
That's good.
I'm very happy. David
Yeah.
hasn't seen the whole thing. He saw kind of the second half.
Yeah.
But I'm very, very happy
It looked good.
because now the Mandalorian, Baby Yoda is here.
I'm gonna say it. We got bored last episode.
I was so bored. I didn't hate it,
I
but
didn't
I
hate
was
it, but
like,
it's
this
boring.
is boring.
Yeah.
This episode, action-packed. He turns in Yoda. He gets new armor. The whole Mandalorian army fights some bounty hunters.
Very cool.
And it was really cool. And now he's flying away with Baby Yoda to live a happy romantic life. I'm a little bummed that he's still got to protect Baby Yoda for the rest of the show, but it is kind of cool that like every bounty hunter is after him now.
Yeah.
Because it kind of, and it's not just like the Empire. So I'm happy.
Athena.
How's my hair look? Probably really bad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
I want to
just
give
got a
out.
haircut like an hour ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Where,
Shout out
Floyd's?
Big Baller Cuts. Lauren Nelson.
Oh, okay. Okay. I want to give a shout out to my friend Molly, who is currently at the hospital about to go into labor, hopefully today or tomorrow. Very
Whoa.
excited. Go, Molly. You got this. This is one Mike Boink for Molly. All right.
Ouch.
So Mandalorian's good.
That's
Next. But I wanted to talk to you about another
that's
Star
the
Wars
sound
thing.
of when the baby comes out.
I want to talk to you about another Star Wars thing, Dave.
What's that, Joe?
Okay, so Disney Plus, big thing.
It's a big thing. It took over the world.
You heard of it?
In one night, it took over the world.
Did you hear about Disney Plus?
Just rumors.
Okay. So they re-released all the Star Wars movies on
Yeah.
Disney Plus.
Correct.
And
What about them? Oh.
have you heard about McClunky?
Yeah. I watched that video.
McClunky is this thing
So
for people that don't know.
it goes back to Han shot first. That whole debate.
Sure, yeah. So let's talk about it. So episode 4 of Star Wars, Han Solo and this dude Greedo are chilling in this bar, and it's the first time you ever see Han. And there was this thing back then where like Han shoots Greedo and kills him. And then a bunch of people were making jokes about Han shooting first, meaning like Han's the bad guy in the situation.
Right.
And so George Lucas got self-conscious about it, I guess, and changed it so that Greedo shoots first, Han dodges his head, and then shoots Greedo.
Yeah, but they just took his head and like moved it just so it looks really weird.
Yeah,
and
because
fake.
they
It's
didn't
like,
shoot it like that.
They just take his head and like I forget the right term, but
They
you
just
zook
move
right
it.
over.
And
Really
it looks
weird
really
looking.
bad. And then, what's up, dude? And then a bunch of people, or George Lucas was still self-conscious about it, I guess. So this recent one, he went back and
Did you hear about
changed it
that?
again.
McClunky.
So he went back and changed it again so that before Greedo shoots Han, right before he shoots him, he now says McClunky, and then he shoots Han. And it makes no sense why.
No, they shoot at the same time now.
Oh yeah, they do shoot at the same time
After
now.
he says McClunky, which
Because a bunch of people were like, "Yo, that's Han should shoot first or whatever." So they shoot at the same time, and then he added McClunky.
no, they say McClunky. He says McClunky, and then they shoot at the same time
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
to make it seem like
no, I thought that was that just one change? Like they did that in the same edit, or is that two different edits? I think it was Han shot first, then Greedo shot first, then they shot at the same time,
Correct.
and now McClunky.
correct.
Yeah. Okay. So they added the word McClunky, and no one really knows why George felt like that was important. But did you see the thing about Sebulba?
Yeah.
Okay. So Sebulba, who is
Everyone's favorite Star Wars character.
everyone's favorite little
Sebulba.
Star Wars deer.
From the Phantom Menace.
Yeah, from the Phantom Menace. He's a gangster crab or whatever he is.
Yeah, he's
He's a weird looking monkey guy. He
every time you describe him, he's a different animal.
he's a monkey, I think. So there's a monkey, and he's racing Luke Skywalker in pod racing.
Anakin
Eh,
Skywalker.
He races Anakin Skywalker, and
Luke Skywalker is a pod racer.
at one point he kind of says like "Ugala muglunki,"
Yeah, something
and
like
it
that.
sounds and it translates to, in official translation, it says like "This will be the end of you."
Yeah, like
or
I'm
something.
gonna kill you or something.
So they added McClunky because it must mean like I'm gonna end you or something, or you're done or
death
something.
threat.
Yeah, but they
So then
didn't
they
add
shoot.
subtitles for it for the movie, so it just says McClunky with no.
It's a weird like. Why are you going back and changing such a tiny
Yeah.
thing from from the 70s?
Yeah. Also, even the Han shooting first.
The original one was the
I
best
think
one.
I think Han shooting first makes total sense
Yeah.
for who he is.
Yeah.
He was a bad boy.
Yeah,
He was.
that makes his makes his curves better.
Yeah. It makes him look curvier.
Yeah,
We
Right.
want curvy Han Solo, not flat Han Solo.
the curvier your characters are, the better a writer
The
you
better you look
are. That
as
too,
a
writer
as a character,
that writes
and the writer. The writer looks better, and the character.
arc is
Arc
what I meant.
is what we're looking for. That's the right word. Yeah. So McClunky is crazy.
Yeah, that's so bizarre and weird and strange
So
and
weird.
interesting.
So strange.
And it doesn't affect me in any way at all. So it's like, okay, I don't really care.
Yeah. Like, you know,
Ooh.
Oh, I guess
Listen
we never.
to this part.
Yo, we never asked.
Turn up the beat. Oh, how dare you?
I never asked what you're drinking, Dave. What are you drinking today? Pumpkin. They're out of pumpkin spice, so.
Today I'm changing it up, and I got a pumpkin cream cold brew.
They were out of pumpkin cream.
just the day you went.
No, they definitely were out. Because then I tried to get pumpkin spice. They were out. So then, like 2 days later, or yesterday, I went in there to do some work, and there was a lady in there, and she's like, "They're out of pumpkin spice."
They must listen to the podcast because they know I come every Friday.
They know David's coming for his pumpkin cream cold brew. They got it ready. They got it on deck.
Yep. They have a big pitcher. It says for David, filled with pumpkin cream cold brew.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's nice.
But once they're out, I'm just gonna bring my own, homemade, with good coffee.
Nice.
Deals.
Very cool.
Yeah.
What's up, David? What's going on?
Oh, nothing much. Just bought an amazing purchase I'm excited to receive in the mail tomorrow.
I swear to God, if you say it's a one wheel.
Oh, I wish.
Okay. Yeah, good. Thank
Oh,
God.
I wish.
I thought you were going to say one wheel, and I was going to be like, you got to be joking.
We're heading into the winter season. I'm going to get a one wheel.
It's time to get a one wheel.
That'd be, you can still ride
Tis
it on
the season.
The best part,
for
you
a
can
one
run
wheel.
it. Tis the season. Amen.
You can ride it through
brother.
the snow, through the frozen tundra.
Yeah. It's great. Sadly, no.
Oh.
Not a one wheel.
Bummer.
Yeah. But I was at the generous house of the Lucases yesterday with my now fiance.
Yeah.
We had dinner
Congrats.
there. Thank
Everything
you.
went well.
It did. She
Nothing
said
went
yes.
bad.
Nope.
Yeah. Good.
Update on that. She said, yeah, we're good. Okay.
Excellent.
Moving on. Just kidding. But she was like, for some reason in conversation that came up like heaters in cars and like seat warmers. And so Emma Lucas said,
Athena.
I've gone through
You're not going in my
three-
room, Athena. I'm sorry. This cat. Ow. Thank you.
Bad
All right.
cat.
Anyways.
She said she's gone through three, like, just, I don't know, like additional, not a part of the car, but you just buy your own seat warmer. And
Yeah.
she found one that's perfect and amazing. She sent me the link and I bought it. And my
Well, I guess
tush
congrats.
is going to be warmed up and it's going to be a winter like none other.
Does it take like batteries?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just connected to like some little box and I think you just
well,
plug
the box has to be.
Oh wait,
charged
no,
somehow.
no. You plug it into your cigarette lighter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
I'm very excited.
Interesting.
I've never had such a luxury.
Have you ever had seat warmers?
No, not
Pretty
yeah,
great.
No, so I'm very excited.
I don't have seat warmers in my current car, but I had seat warmers in my last car. Is the best.
My last car had no heat at all.
Oh,
Yeah,
my car only has heat. It doesn't have AC.
I went through 2 or 3 winters with no heat in the car in the winters
Dude,
of Maryland.
I did too, honestly. My old car, didn't have heat either. And it was so
How are we alive
cold.
today?
Bro, I used to go to work. I used to work at Starbucks, and I used to open.
No way.
and it
Which
would be-
one? Which one?
Yeah, it's the same.
Which one?
And so I used to have to open at 4, and it would be freezing cold. Like Santa
Excuse me.
just dropped a bomb of freezingness.
That's Jack Frost, you
Jack
dingus.
Frost just dropped a bomb, like a nuke on Maryland, and I had to drive to work, and it was so miserable.
They called it the Arctic Vortex. That's how cold it was.
Did they?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
something like that.
Why do we live here? That's
Yeah, so
absolutely insane.
yeah. It was the worst. I had to just like get the warmest coat of all time and try
Right.
to survive
Yep.
in a 45-minute commute to Starbucks.
Yeah, it was awful. It was
With
it took like
no
45
heat.
minutes. Ugh.
And
the
I would
worst.
have to like drive by a McDonald's and pick up a hot chocolate just to survive.
Ugh.
Just guzzle it down my throat just immediately. Just to warm up my cold, freezing, dying body.
Yeah, it was the worst. I hated it.
But now I have heat in my car. Another
really,
luxury.
Really
and now
happy
I'm
for you, dude.
going level 2 with the heat seat warmer.
Right. That's crazy. I mean,
Excited.
anyone who buys an excess heat seat warmer is poor, but it's fine. Like, just get them in your car.
It means
you know?
it means your car is
It
not.
means your car's trash.
I know.
But that's fine. We're all in this together, you know? Together. In the heat warmer.
Yeah, I'm so grateful I don't have my old car. That car ended just sitting in my driveway for 2 weeks because I couldn't drive it because the time belt was about to snap and my brakes were
The
metal
time
on
belt?
metal.
Is that what that actually called?
Yeah.
The time belt?
You can either have a time chain or a time belt. Time chain means you don't need to get it replaced because it's a chain. And
Time belt sounds like like the highway of space.
time belt?
Yeah, just take the time belt and you'll be there in like 20 minutes.
Sounds like
in 20 light years.
Sounds like a part of Doctor Strange's outfit. I forgot my time belt.
Yeah, it sounds like something. Yeah,
But it's cool. Your car has a time belt.
Speaking of futuristic stuff and cars,
Yes. Oh, wow. What
Bro.
what a segue.
I'm so good.
Let me check the camera real quick. You talk
Okay.
about, you get us started. You rev the engine.
Okay. That was bad. Okay, so Elon Musk, great guy, love the guy, little bit of a memer. Okay, so Elon Musk, great guy, little bit of a memer now on Twitter and stuff. Elon has been hinting at his Cybertruck for a few years now, and he's been saying he's going to look like something out of Blade Runner. And people were like, whoa, that's crazy. So a bunch of people drew up examples of what it might look like, looking like they basically just took a Tesla Model 3 and a Tesla Model S and a Tesla Model X and just tried to make Athena? No.
Please, no, Athena. Thank
Good.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And they tried to make a truck out of that model. Now, Elon said,
No,
I said it's going to look like it's from Blade Runner. And boy, oh boy, does that.
Does it ever.
Holy. It's hard to explain in words, but it's basically like it's big and silver and very, it's got a lot of corners, edges.
It looks very McClunky.
It looks McClunky. And it looks like something out of like a Nintendo 64 game.
I'll give you loyal YouTube watchers a little look.
Why don't you just just put a photo?
Because we still
post.
haven't gotten an editor yet.
Okay, well, it's called the Cybertruck. The Cybertruck.
Cybertruck.
It has a Cybertruck. It's called the Cybertruck. And can I just be honest real quick about it?
Please do.
I think it is baller. If you have that car, you know how much cooler you're going to look than all of the other peasant truck. Athena.
Oh.
Athena.
Okay, wow.
Why does she want to go in there so badly?
No, please.
She's trying to go into my room.
No, please.
I should just go lock the door. Anyways,
I agree with you.
dude, if you have that car,
I would love
you
that
are
car.
the biggest
That truck?
boss on the road.
It's very
I would
big.
buy it so quick.
And you probably will
Yeah, but
be
if
able to
it's
one day.
big, but
it's affordable.
I know, but it's big, but it's like if you're going to get a truck, go big or go home,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And man, it is cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's not bad. It starts at 40,000 or 39.99
Yeah.
or something.
So
And then it goes up to I think 60. And the 60-mile-an-hour version can go 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds.
yeah, it's incredible.
It's
Yesterday,
crazy.
Elon presented it in a very awkward Elon way
Yeah.
where it took like 30 minutes just for him to say one thing about it. And so they were like,
I'm going to go close my door. You keep talking about
okay,
this.
okay. They have an exoskeleton for the truck, and that is supposed to be just the toughest metal. Joe, it says here, ultra hard 30x cold rolled stainless steel structural skin to Tesla armor glass.
Wait, is that for the glass or for the metal?
Sorry,
Or the side of the car? Because there's two different ones.
so they're talking about the exoskeleton. This is the outside of the car. It's
That's
supposed
the
to
metal
be
part.
unstoppable. So
Right, and they hit it with a sledgehammer.
yeah, they hit it with a sled. They hit a normal truck with a sledgehammer, and then they hit this with the sledgehammer.
And it did not dent
It
at
didn't
all,
dent.
or even leave a mark.
Didn't do a thing.
It was
Didn't
pretty crazy.
Leave a doink.
It didn't even leave a doink.
Cybertruck is built with an exterior shell made for ultimate
what a name, bro!
durability
Yeah, I've got the
and passenger
Cybertruck.
protection.
God, Elon,
Starting
you're
with
the
a
best.
nearly impenetrable exoskeleton, every component is designed for superior strength and endurance. From ultra hard 30x cold rolled stainless steel structural skin to Tesla armor glass. So you're gonna name the exoskeleton ultra hard 30x rolled.
Tell you what, I'm extra hard after listening to that.
Gosh.
I'm so excited, dude. Every time I see that
what a weird
truck,
name.
What?
I'll say it again. Ultra hard 30x cold rolled stainless steel structural skin.
I mean, it's just naming facts. That's probably not what it's called. It's called the exoskeleton.
That's what it's called. Anyway.
Oh, you're right. Okay. Well, it looks super cool.
Tell them the funny part. What happened last night?
Okay, so they've got.
There was a doink.
There was a doink, and they've got crazy cool glass for this thing apparently. So like the glass is supposed to be like can stop a train from hitting you or whatever, and it's like really crazy. So they went up like 50 feet, they got like a pane of the glass, and they dropped a rock onto it or something, and it didn't break, it didn't shatter. 15 feet, something like that. And then they brought the car out, and they go, yo, let's watch this, and they took a rock and they just like very lightly like threw it at the window, and it just shattered. It just cracked and like left a big dent in the window.
Yeah, it was really
and
funny.
they were like, everyone was like, oh. And then they were like,
let's try the other one.
Let's try this other window. Maybe that one will work. And they threw it again, and it shattered again.
It was so funny.
So a bunch of people think that it was like different glass because it was just the prototype. So they just like filled in glass, but it was really, really funny.
So they used the rest of the. It's so funny because he kept going through all this amazing specs, but then like right behind him is a bunch of shattered glass.
Yeah.
It was very funny.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. But that car is so cool.
Insane.
The inside looks like a Model 3, or more like, well, yeah, it's like a Model 3 with a Roadster steering wheel. So for the people that know what that is, or actually for the people that don't know what that means, the Model 3 has just one big screen in the middle. It has no buttons, no other things. It's just got one big screen. And then the steering wheels, like the Roadster, which is going to come out, I think isn't it supposed to be
like
2020 or 2021?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's almost like you're holding like two handles. It doesn't go all the way around. It's like basically like, just two like handle grip things that you would hold on to drive it. And then the front of it, the dashboard is made of like this marble structure.
It doesn't look good.
I think it looks kind of cool.
It looks depressing. It looks weird.
Honestly, I was still like, that's rad.
It looks like it's like a kitchen counter as your dashboard.
Dude.
If you brake too hard and lean forward, it's like a 90-degree angle.
Does it have airbags? It's got to have it.
It can't have airbags. Airbags.
Oh, actually, yeah, I watched a video in there of someone MKBHD went.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and he said there were still a lot of like. First off, there's no release date.
It's never coming out.
You can pre-order it though. There's just no release date. But there were a bunch of questions he had about it. He got to drive in it, but he said that there are a bunch of questions like where are the windshield wipers, how do the blinkers work, mirrors. There were no mirrors.
No engine.
No. Where's the engine go? And that's another one probably where are the airbags. Because, it looks like there's just a marble slab as your dashboard. So if you hit that, you're toast.
Yeah, it was interesting.
So either Elon's got a lot of faith that they're going to live or that car's never going to crash or you're going to be fine.
I have 2 more points to make.
Also, wait, one more cool thing.
Yeah.
The freaking the rear view mirror is a camera.
Yeah, it's like a display.
I don't know if I'm a little nervous about that because if it breaks, then what do you if it like short circuits or something, what do you do?
Mirrors more
but
reliable.
it is kind of cool idea.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Anyways, your 2 points.
2 points. I really loved the video that they played of the tug of war F-150
Dude,
versus
whooped it.
The
CYBERTRUck. Dude, oh!
It destroyed it. They just attached like a chain to both of them, and then the CYBERTRUck pulls the F-150 away really quickly.
Bro, I'm so cool. I love this car.
I do too.
If I ever got a truck,
I'm on board.
I was going to get the Ford Shelby Raptor, or Ford Raptor. But
For
now,
your friend Shelby.
the CYBERTRUck is 100% on the top of my list.
So
you
cool.
would look So cool.
So cool.
There's no debating that you are the king of the road if you're driving that.
Yeah.
Even compared to all the other trucks, even if there's a truck bigger or like higher raised than you, you're
Right.
still cooler.
Yeah, I agree. The second point is, if it's so strong, like, aren't cars supposed to be built to where they crumple and crash correctly?
Right.
Because, you know, if you're going that fast, you need something to break the impact. So your car needs to be able to crash well, and like kind of the front needs to get crumpled up correctly.
Yeah, well, we haven't heard anything about the crash test, but Tesla's usually really good on that stuff, so I guess we'll find out.
They are usually like really safe, but with this truck, it looks like if you crash, everyone dies.
Yeah, I guess
There's
we'll
no
see.
other way to say it.
I mean, kind of.
You would just run straight through whatever you're hitting, and then when you eventually get stopped by something, there's nothing to break your.
Yeah,
And you
I
got
guess
a marble
we'll find
slab
out.
in front of you.
You got a countertop that you're
gonna
about to
get
hit.
Decapitated.
That's true. We'll find out. Your Kappa is going to be detated.
Your kitchen cabinet above the marble slab is gonna get.
Nope. Let's end it. And finally, another cool thing about this
CYBERTRUCK.
they said one more thing, and they brought out an ATV.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
And they threw it in the back of the truck, and apparently it was charging in the
Yeah.
back of the truck.
That was cool. You know what could also charge in the back of a truck, Joe? A one wheel. Doink.
He did that with himself. I did not doink that. I'm not giving a microphone doink for that. Okay. Do you have any sports news?
Sports
I didn't think of
news.
any
Sports news.
but we have people. That
Some guy got hit in the head with a helmet.
No, we already
Let's talk about that
We
every
already
week
talked about that.
from now on.
No, we already talked about that.
I did see a funny. I feel like it. I have a feeling it's old, but Key and Peele did a sketch where
I'm talking about the appeal for sports. Here's our.
that's great. That's perfect. They did a video where they are these like, it's called teachers. I don't have an announcement, but you could just
Welcome back to Sports News with David and Joe. We're going to throw it over to David. David's got a specifically sports announcement, some breaking news in the sports world. David, talk about it.
Yes, Joe, thank you. It has been released maybe yesterday, maybe 3 years ago, that Key and Peele have put out a sketch where they are acting like they have our jobs right now, talking about sports.
Podcasts? White guys on a podcast?
No, black guys on the TV. And so they talk about teachers as if the teachers are as highly beloved in culture as sports players.
That's incredible. David, thank you so much for bringing us this news. Guys, we're going to bring you all the latest sports news and cover topics specifically about sports every single week. So make sure you turn into Nothing Really Sports News, where we give you all the best tips and tricks when it comes to sports. David, thank you so much.
Thank you, Joe. Now we're going to swing it back to David and Joe.
All right. Thank you so much.
Wow, thanks guys.
Thanks, guys. They're really good at that.
Yeah, they are. That's funny.
Okay. My beat of the week time. Ready? I got a beat of the week. Ignore the background because honestly,
They can't see the background.
this is a great song. I found this band from this game, but it is a very good song. I think I sent you a different song by this guy. It's so good.
Who is this?
This is Low Roar.
Lil Roar.
Low Roar. Lil Roar would be a good name though.
Yeah, Lil
That's pretty
Roar.
good. Lil Roar.
Lil Roar.
Lil Roar. Lil Dave.
No.
What's up? I'm Lil Dave.
That sounds like one of those characters from VeggieTales.
Lil Dave. Look out! It's Lil Dave. I mean, they could have named him Lil Dave for David and Goliath. Should have named him Lil Dave. Oh, that's because Lil Joe is a thing.
Oh, right. And his name is Dave.
I was called Lil Joe my entire life growing up.
Dave and the Giant Pickle. That's the VeggieTales.
Yes.
Yeah. You were called Lil Joe?
Yeah. I was called Lil Joe all the time when I was little because of
you were little.
because I was little and because of Veggie Tales. They made Little Joe and they did the oh little.
Probably one of the worst VeggieTale movies of all time.
What are you saying?
It can't compete with Jonah and others. No.
Hold on. I was sung this song to me all the time.
This is going to be the beat of the week. Oh,
Dodge those
It ended.
dodgeballs. This song.
This is going to be in my head all day long, so we can't. No. Oh, gosh.
Another root beer over here, a cherry slushy over there. Check out the game of checkers by the door. Make sure they're playing fair. A year ago,
Oh, my gosh.
my restaurant was
going.
I'm turning it down.
losing money left and right. I thought I'd go insane.
Why is this guy British? He's in a southern, western.
Because they always he's like
Scottish.
yeah.
Right.
This song's every day. Oh little Joe, oh little Joe, a root beer over here, a cherry slushy over there.
I've taken my
Like
headphones
them to a lemon, just have some more root beer. A little Joe! Joe, me boy, it looks like another record month.
Another record month. A record month.
You can play that part again. That's fine. Month. What were we talking about before that? Monstrosity.
That was my nickname when I was little.
Oh,
That wasn't
right,
a
right, right.
monstrosity. That was me.
I'm so proud of you.
I think that's it. I think we're done.
Uh,
Are we done? I think we're done.
You want a myth fact, Joe?
Yes. We forgot about David's myth fact. Okay. Should I?
Bring me a tune. Give me some. Wow. I don't think that's gonna be the right search.
Well, we'll make it work.
Why are
I
you
just
searching?
looked up myth fact song
Why are you searching royalty free when you just played Little Joe?
because no one cares about that one anymore.
I think they do. I think they'll come after you. Excuse me. Excuse you, Joe.
That was not me. That was you.
Joe, stop it. Okay. This does not sound very mythological, but.
No, it's like facts and science.
Uh,
Did you know that cheese comes from cows? You know, that kind of
Yeah.
thing, like documentary.
All right.
We went to John's house.
Hello. So I have to talk like this.
No, you don't.
Oh,
You don't.
okay.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't.
I'd love nothing more.
Yeah.
So what I've learned this week is that which story should I tell? So this is less of a fact, more of a quick short story. When Zeus was making his way around the town
Downtown.
with all the ladies,
Walking fast.
with the Titans and the humans, he was getting around too much, you know.
Uh-huh.
So not a one-woman man,
Oh.
not a one-woman god.
Oh.
And so he liked this one woman, and so but he didn't want his wife to find out.
Bathsheba.
So he turned her into a cow.
Who? The woman or the wife?
He was with a woman. His wife was up in Mount Olympus, and then he created cloud cover so his wife wouldn't see. And then when she started to come down, because she was like, cloud cover.
Sounds like Zeus is getting up to no good.
is getting up to no good.
Zeus is getting busy. So she went down, Hera, the wife, and then Zeus turned the woman he was with into a cow. And then Hera was like, I love this cow. Can I have the cow?
Oh no.
And Zeus was
"Aw."
like, sure, honey. Have the cow. And so then Zeus was like, "Oh dear, what a predicament I have."
No, cow.
Oh, holy cow! What a horrible.
Holy cow! Literally, what a terrible situation.
And so he was like, "Hey, messenger guy, I forget his name. Apollo? No, something like that."
Apollo was the music guy.
All right. So he gets one of his children, who is
Yeah.
also a god. He's like, "Hey,
I need you to save this cow.
this cow is in Hera's garden, but it's being watched by this creature
That's crazy.
with like 100 eyes all over its body, or
Oh my
100 million
God.
eyes, something like that.
Oh wow.
And this creature, its eyes are always open, and it can only die if all of its eyes are closed. And if all the eyes are closed, then it dies. So this
You got a minute and a half.
the god comes. This is perfect. The god helping Zeus out goes into the garden where the cow is being kept. And he's like, "Hello, my friend whose name I also forget. Let me tell you a story." And he begins to tell him the world's longest story. He just tells
Are
this
you
monster
gonna tell the story?
the longest story. No, he just like
It's just known as the world's longest story.
yeah, and he just like I don't know, he freestyles for hours and hours and hours.
That's
I don't know how
crazy.
long it took, maybe years.
Wow.
And
And the guy sat and listened.
he sat and listened. This is key. He slowly, one by one, got so tired
After
That-
16 years.
that all of his eyes shut, and he died. And so they were able to take the cow mistress away and save her. And so Hera was like, "I'm so mad. Also, I'm so sad that my friend and watchkeeper, keeper of the garden, is dead. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take all of his
You
eyeballs
got 10 seconds.
and I'm gonna put them on a bird, and that is how we have the peacock." Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That has been Myth Facts.
Okay, that's not how I was expecting that to end at all. And that's how we have the peacock. What in the world?
So like with all of its feathers, it has those the eye pattern.
Oh, yeah.
That's what that's supposed to be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He closed his eyes and died, and Hera took the cow, and now we have the peacock. Okay, guys. Well, thank you, David, for bringing us that myth fact.
Of
Guys,
course.
thank you for listening to Nothing Really.
Mm-hmm.
David, where can they find you?
You can find me at davidkeelermedia.com and keelerweddings.com and at David_Keeler on Instagram.
Thank you so much. You can find me at podcastsbyjoe.com. Got some big things coming potentially. You might be on the lookout for a bunch of new podcasts.
Oh, maybe I saw something.
Oh,
about
maybe
that.
you did. And
Or maybe I didn't.
I think you saw a little. And then yeah, if you want to work with me, go there. You can contact me if you want to be an editor for this show. DM me or David, or go to our website and contact either of us. You can also find me on Instagram at joe.ennis. Yeah, that's
Or
it.
send Joe a letter, handwritten.
Send me a handwritten letter. If it is not in cursive, I send it back. Okay.
Back.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.